Let's assume you're starting at 15% body fat. What I want you to do is I want you to go on a diet. Boom! Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition, Chief Marketing Officer, TigerFitness.com, creator of the Outright Bar, as well as partner in the Ambrosia Collective and 015 Nutrition. Guys, so is it possible to build muscle and lose fat at the same time? The answer is yes, it's possible. However, there are variables involved that you need to look into, and it depends a lot on your environment and your training experience as well as your genetics. But I will say for most of us who have a couple years or even a few months of training under our belts, you're better off choosing to build muscle or maintain muscle and lose fat. The goal is to maintain muscle rather than try and do both at the same time, which is very hard to do, but I'm going to tell you how to do it. Might not be at the same time, but we're going to get it done. So when you're a beginner, when you're a newbie, you can literally start lifting weights, have a decent diet, and I've seen people literally transform, building muscle, losing fat, transforming their body. So those are called newbie gains. Once you get through those newbie gains, reality starts to set in. Every year thereafter with your newbie gains, we're all assuming natural. Let's keep the steroid talk out of this because that's a different story. I might even address it at the end. So as you progress, each muscle, each pound of muscle, each ounce of muscle gets harder and harder and harder to gain. Whereas when you start out, it's magical. But once your body starts reaching its genetic potential, which I believe is infinite until you get old. And then it just, once your hormones start declining, like 40 and stuff, you start to get injured and it's going to gradually drop off a little bit. You don't see many 80-year-olds in the Olympia, right? So the bottom line is there is a continuum, right? There is a continuum where you can make those gains. So let's say you're not a newbie. You are a guy with 3 years of training under your belt. You've tried everything from upper body, lower body split, to body part split, to full body, and you've done it all. So you want to know if you can build muscle and burn fat at the same time. The answer is it's possible, but there's a better way to do it. And I'm going to give you that information right now, right here, and tell you exactly how to do it. And then I'm hopefully going to be able to give you some resources to get it done, and hopefully it gets you on your way to the best you ever. So my goal, the leaner you are, the better your insulin sensitivity. The better your insulin sensitivity, the better your ability to take in nutrients and convert them into muscle instead of storing them as fat. So what we would want to do is get our body fat down before we start any bulking, period. Let's assume you're starting at 15% body fat. What I want you to do is I want you to go on a diet. We have many options, including, I'll link them all down below. You can choose which one you like the best. PerformanceFastingDiet.com, the Drop Factor Diet, DropFactorDiet.com. Those are all options. I don't care what diet you use. I don't care if you hire a good coach like a Lane Norton or a Derek Charlebois or a Jason Theobald or a Courtney English. I don't care what you do. I just want you to be able to lose the weight. And I want you to get down to the 8 to 10% body fat range, which is extremely lean. Now, once you get down to that range, then we start something called the reverse diet. The reverse diet, and I actually have one written at massdiet.com. That's MASS diet.com. It's free. Okay, those aren't, the only one that I'm charging for is Performance Fasting Diet. That's $10. So the rest of them are free. Drop Factor book is free, and the other one's free, right? The Mass Diet. So go to massdiet.com, and it gives you a way to do that. Now, I want you to add the calories back in, but here's the caveat. I want you to train your fucking ass off. Now, for that, I do have a book called overreachtraining.com. That's overreachtraining.com. That one costs money. Or you go to Tiger Fitness. There's a bunch of free programs on there too. Free, paid for, whatever it is, I got you covered. I don't need to make money on this. I just want to make sure you have options. So I want you to train your ass off, and I want you to add in calories to gain, get this, not 1 to 2 pounds a week. You can lose fat at 1 to 2 pounds a week, 1 to 2 pounds a month. when you start out absolutely shredded and lean, you will find that your body and your muscles will soak up the nutrients. And by controlling that weight gain, the 1 to 2 pounds, which isn't bad, it's 0.5 pounds a week. It's not bad. Your body's going to put on, instead of putting on 50-50 muscle fat, I'm making these numbers up, right? It'll put on much more. Let's say 90-10. I'm just guessing right here, but this is all anecdotal. But I'll tell you what, I've done this at my coaching. My coaching's marklobliner.com. Again, don't need to hire me. Just letting you know it's available. Okay, I've done it with thousands of clients where we will add calories back in slowly and we will get phenomenal results. Now, the caveat is you have to overload your muscles. You have to train. You can't be doing marathon training or a cardio-only training cycle and expect to make gains. You need to go to the gym and you need to train your ass off. You need to go hard. You need to train 5 to 6 days a week. None of this 3 to 4 days shit. You need to go hard. You need to train hard and you need to keep some cardio in at least 3 days a week for about 30 minutes to make sure that you're in good health. But I want you to do that and you add calories in slowly. And again, you control it. If you start gaining more than 2 pounds a month, I want you to scale back your food. I want you to keep it at that 1 to 2 pounds a month. And you will find that your body will recomp, meaning gain muscle and lose fat. And this is for someone, whether they're my age, with my experience. I've done it myself, not lately. I just got back into bodybuilding. I'm 40 years old. I guarantee you I can do this. A 20-year-old can do this. A 30-year-old can do this. A 60-year-old can do this. The bottom line is you need to get lean and you need to reverse diet controlled. Now, this means you need to diet as hard as you prep, right? If you're prepping for a show, you need to pack your meals. You can have a free meal here and there. You are bulking after all, but you need to make sure you keep it within that 1 to 2 pound gain a month. And I'll tell you what, you will gain muscle and put on very little fat. Will you lose fat? It's possible, but at least you're going to build the most muscle with the least fat possible. I know a lot of dirty bulkers and a lot of people who just don't like dieting year-round disagree with me. And look, it's not for everybody. Some people, when they're done dieting, they just like to go out, have fun, go to Chili's and get the Big Mouth burger. I know how it is. I ain't even fronting. Shit's delicious. But if gains are what you're after, that's the way to do it. So to surmise, what you want to do is get really shredded. 8 to 10%. 8 to 10% is not shredded. Everybody's lying. Okay? I guarantee I'm probably not under 5 or 6%, and I'm going to be the most shredded guy at North Americans. I literally dropped 17 pounds in 1 week to get to this weight. I'm shredded. Everybody thinks so because Ronnie wasn't 3%. Ronnie was like 7%. Anybody who says Ronnie was 3% doesn't know how the body works, you can't survive on that. You get to 8 to 10% body fat, you get lean, and then you gain weight slowly and you train your ass off. You will build muscle, and not only the possibility of losing fat, worst case scenario, gain very little fat and you'll look fucking amazing. It just takes discipline, but that's how you do it. Anyway, guys, before I go, Ambrosia Kinetic is in. This is our mushroom enhanced pre-workout. It's amazing. Get all your supplements at tigerfitness.com, tigerfitness.com. And of course, be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, click on the notification bell. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for me, you can DM me on Instagram at Marc Lobliner. I love each and every one of you. Have a terrific day. Get at it. Let's build muscle, lose fat. That's not a game. When Ambrosia decided to throw their hat in the pre-workout ring, you knew it was going to be something never before done. Something special, something that will maximize your workouts like nothing before, something utilizing science to take your training to the next level. Ambrosia Kinetic is a mushroom enhanced pre-workout that helps you with your energy, with your focus, with your power. And when you're done training, your brain is still 120%. Your body is still ready. Ambrosia Kinetic is the next generation of pre-workout. Once you try it, you will never want to train with anything else. Ambrosia Kinetic is here, and it is going to change the pre-workout game forever.